What's up, everybody? This is Monty Parson, and welcome to Prep. We're officially in the off season, and what's the saying? 1, 2, 3, Cancun. Well, I didn't make it to Cancun, but I did tag along with my parents on a family vacation to New Orleans. I ain't gonna lie, it been amazing, to be honest. It's almost feel like it's another country down here. I wanted to continue vlogging on my podcast, so I figured I'd take advantage of being in the area. But first, let's see who we had new on the scene this week in Prep. This week out of Molina, Illinois, we got Caleb Giffis. Out of Chi-Town, we got Jordan Scott. Out of LA, we got Andrew Odell. Out of Fremont, California, we got Kenji Satu. Out of San Diego, we got Sunshine Kicklighter. Also out of LA, we got Drew Lee. Out of that Sacktown, we got Jay Baker. Another San Diego baller, Red Ripken. Cali deep this week, I see. Out of Baton Rouge, we got Dago Fallon. And a Midwest brother out of Pontiac, Michigan, we got Jory Bletter. Welcome to Prep, fellas. Grind, grind, grind. Practice, interact. Check out games on SWU in person on SWTV. You never know who you will see and who go see you. Let's get it. Now, being down here in the boot, I was going to call somebody up and get them on the show. But I lucked up and bumped into somebody. That's how the game God works sometimes. I'm in the gym, hooping. And Cat push up on me after the game like, "You Mont?" I'm like, "Yeah." He like, "Man, I'm trying to get on the show." I started laughing. So, hey, he go get on the show and we go get into it. I'm just going I have to record you on my phone though, and we gonna go from there, bro. Let's start off by telling everybody who you is and who you play for.
Hey man, if you don't know me already, my name is Ep3. I play small forward for Gold Coast Lockdown. Let's get it, y'all boys.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. What's life at Gulf Coast after losing someone of magnitude of Kai Killings? I'm not talking about just like on the court. I'm talking about the whole aura, the media presence, the star power.
Coach said next man up. Obviously, Kai, he's a leader, he's a star. He's always gonna be great, but it's time for me to take the torch as he moves on to college. It's time for me to bring that energy. It's time for me to bring that hype. It's time for me to bring that fire into Gulf Coast Lockdown. It's time for me to prepare these boys to dominate because that's what we're coming to do. We're coming to dominate.
What can we expect from Resort Trayshawn this season?
You can expect a lot out of me. I'm in the gym. I'm doing open runs. I'm watching film. I'm elevating my teammates. I'm being a leader. I gotta lead by example. So, I gotta fix my flaws. We all got flaws, honestly. And that's key because that playoff that we lost, that hurt me mentally. So I'm not trying to go back there. I'm trying to win. That's where I'm at right now.
Lastly, man, pop your stuff, man. Let us know anything you want us to know before we get up out of here.
I want the world to know that Gulf Coast is coming. We're coming. We're gonna dominate. So be ready. For real. Be ready.
There you have it. Resort Trayshawn, folks. Next man up. I love to hear it. Moving on. So y'all know I like to show love. So this week's edition of Give 'em They Flowers, I want to show love to no other than Marco Jacobs. It been me, him, and Kai Killings in the top 5 for the last few seasons. Well, season and a half. The boy quiet. He said he don't talk much trash. He let his game do the talking. He led Queen City Kings with 14.7 points per game. Dangerous player who you don't want to be on the other side if he heat up. He be taking his talents to Chapel Hill, where he will suit up with the North Carolina Tar Heels next season. They getting one of them ones. I ain't even gonna lie. It was an honor playing with you. And World Prep, good luck on your SWU journey, bro. This me showing love. Marco Jacobs, y'all. Now, y'all know we down in Gulf Coast country. There's a boy who I've been hearing about. Dude, hilarious. I tried finding him, but he wasn't around. He actually back in Texas. But I did end up getting his number, and I called him up. So on this week's World Prep Player Spotlight, we gonna get up with the new Gulf Coast recruit, Marquez Keesis. We chopped it up a while. I ain't gonna give y'all the whole conversation, but I'm gonna give y'all some tidbits. Ask him about his favorite player.
Yeah, that's a great question. My favorite player has been Dennis Rodman. I love his tenacity, his the way he's flamboyant, the way he lets you know, the way he took a specialty and made it almost one of those rare things that you never see is somebody who affects the game just rebounding and playing defense. Um, Definitely put it on the map. So, yeah, my boy Dennis Rodman, man, and of course LeBron James. Big fan of bigs taking over, handling the ball, and that's where I take my inspiration from. Affect the game on both ends, out rebound everybody, score, affect the game, push it. Go set a pick, go do this, go do that. Motivate your teammates. Tell your shooter he's a shooter. Tell your driver he's a driver. When you're on the bench, you're clapping up for other teammates, letting them know what they need to be doing. That's a big reason. Why I love Dennis Rodman and LeBron James because it's an edgy leadership. What we like to call it, servant leadership is what I like to call what LeBron does. And I have a healthy appreciation for that, and I'm glad that he is my motivation. When I'm out there, is to affect the game in all ways, anytime possible.
I asked him about his journey since arriving in the World Prep Circle.
Well, yeah, man, my journey's been good. My journey's been good. I met some knuckleheads. I met some great people. Shout out to Jordan Scott. Shout out to the Lockdown Squad. Big Avery. Rippers Dipping now, Kai. You know, um, Simon and what's my guy? Resort. Shout out to them. Shout out to everybody in the Lockdown crew. They made my journey smooth. Had some ups, had some downs, but it is what it is. Sometimes, you got to butt heads to get a great solution. And I think Coach Hess has done a pretty good job. This is all new. Especially with the amount of competition that you have to face. It's good. It's good, and we're trying to make it to the SWU. So, you know, that's a big part of this journey is making the right relationships and having uh, uh, um, the right reputation. Is a big deal. So yeah, my journey's been pretty cool. It's still going. Shout out to you, Big Monte, taking the time out. To holler at your boy. But yeah, that's just what it is, man. So shout out to everybody that tuned in. Y'all know what it is, Mr. Gimme That, Mr. 2020. You know what it is.
I mentioned I caught a couple of his Texas runs that he was included in.
Yeah, the runs, man. I was wondering if somebody's gonna ask me about them. Yeah, the last run I had was decent. Big Rip got me. He leaned on me. Again, I was coming off some help defense and he caught me looking. But at the same time, any great big, you're gonna get got every now and then. The point is to make sure that the person that gets you is special. It can't be no random. You feel me? But yeah, my runs were good all the way from the McDonald's All American. And during the last dance, I got a few runs in too. Bodied a few people, made some great passes. Again, IQ and footwork, body, banging. I'm not trying to be one of those people that says, oh, he's good at everything. But I'm pretty decent at everything. And, one of the things I like to do is make sure that my teammates are involved. So, again, man, like I said, great question, man. The runs have been good. I get a little frustrated because again, everybody around me new, and we're getting to learn each other. And again, I know I'm playing against some of the best, so I expect to get cooked sometimes, but not all the time. But at the end of the day, the runs have been good, man. I appreciate that.
I gave him the opportunity to get some last words in to close out this conversation.
Yeah, to close it out, man, I really think I'm gonna say one person's name on the lockdown, Simpson, and I know, didn't say his name correctly earlier in the interview, but I think Simpson is going to be a big game changer for us this year, especially winning that 50K EM year last year and not using it yet. Uh, you know, it's gonna be some trouble. And with my development, my grind, I'm eating. I don't see really anybody going as hard as me on the grinds, and especially with me, kind of getting with other players right now. Jordan Scott comes to mind. We just had a run today, as a matter of fact, down here in Houston with Rip, and it went well. So the lockdown coming, and we don't like to lose. We want to get better from our losses. Coach Hess is putting together a great strategy this year. He's got a lot to handle with my personality. It's already a lot, and I'm gonna constantly push the envelope. That's just who I am. It's what I want to do. So anyway, man, I appreciate you having me on and kicking it heavy with you. Again, I apologize to Simpson, man. I kept saying Simon, but shout out to the whole squad, man. It's kind of off the cuff kind of interview, but again, this is just another way, that we, cultivate a great audience and a great community by having these type of interviews, and I appreciate it. So yeah, shout out to the lockdown squad up. You know what it is, H-Town.
That's what's up. That's what it's about, though, man. I try to give my fellow peers a voice to shine. I'm the number one player in the world. The cameras, the mics, they go always find me. But I'm humble. I'm always gonna share the wealth. I love the game, the fame, it come with it. But that's not really important to me. So any chance I can, I'm gonna use my light and shine on my brothers I come across. It's some amazing cats on these Sim World prep courts. Let's show the world why we the cream of the crop out here. I'm gonna wrap it up this week. I appreciate anyone who listened and check me out. Until next time, we out.